What's up, everybody? And today we are reacting to how a Navy SEAL clears a room close quarter combat. This is by Tactical Rifleman. I've been sent this video for years. This is like a 6-year-old video. I've been sent this video so many times to react to it. I've just never done it. And so today is the day that we're going to react to it and we're going to have some fun. I have some caveats I want to talk about it and what I think about CQB in general, but we'll go into that when we get into the video. Before we get started, if you want to watch the video without me waffling over the top of it, you know where to go. Down in the description, right at the start of the description, will always be a link to the original video. If you want to go check that out, go down in the description and do that. What else? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We are so close to 500,000 subscribers. We're so close, guys. Go and subscribe, and we can have a party and drink a bunch of mead and have some fun. All right, guys? So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Other than that, let's shut up. Let's pull this up. And so before I get started, this is a 6-year-old video, okay? And I want people to understand. So I did a lot of CQB when I was in the Royal Marines. It's been a long time. Obviously, I left in 2012, so it's been a long time. CQB changes very quickly. New things get adopted, things get thrown out. It's a very, very quick changeover of tactics. And so this, being 6-year-old, might have some things that's a little bit older. I also want to preface this. If he's not got a team and he's on his own, that's not really how things go either. You don't usually clear rooms on your own. But let's watch the video and let's have a look, shall we? Tactical Rifleman. All right.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jason with Tactical Rifleman. Today we're going to talk about efficiency of movement inside of a room during close quarters battle. Now I know every time you're going to have an uncleared space, you're going to frag it, but if you don't have access to your military working dog to clear the space for you, you're going to need to have some real good economy motion.
That was brilliant. The dog didn't know what day it was.
To clear your sectors. Now, what I'm going to go over is a little bit of footwork in the door and how to clear an uncleared corner in a corner-fed room. All right, so in any close quarters combat scenario, you're going to...
So he also did say at the very start that you're going to frag it. If you've got the equipment, you're going to frag it, right? And that's probably because he's doing this on his own. I mean, I don't know, like, when we were doing CQB, and I'm trying to take myself back because it was a long time. It was a long time. I'm trying to take myself back. And I remember that obviously everyone had flashes and stuff like that. And it was more of a case of, is this room relatively tricky? Like, can we already tell that this room's going to be tricky? Is it a big room? What's going on? And so fragging it and flashing it would be something like one of the first things that we go to get that, you know, to give ourselves the advantage on going into a room. It also acts as the element of surprise, right? If a flashbang goes off or a frag goes off, in one side of the room, if you throw it and it's on the other side of the room and people don't see you throw it in there, hopefully, they're all going to look or turn or move or get into cover, and that gives you that element of surprise to get in and get shit done. But again, long time ago, so we'll see.
Find yourself in. Eventually, you're going to come to what is a corner-fed room. And in this particular scenario, I'm coming from a hallway into an unseen sector, but the sector that I see in front of me is known clear. There's no threats. There's no immediate threats I need to engage. So where I'm going to go as the #1 man in the stack is to the uncleared sector.
So he's talking about if there was a stack, which is very important. So he's talking, I am the #1 of a group of people. And so presume that there's going to be someone right behind him moving into the sectors, that the areas that he doesn't see, basically.
And what we're going to talk about is efficiency of movement as we have to take that corner. If the #1 man, yes, he could go to that uncleared sector, then it's up to the #2 man to step in and take that uncleared sector. What I want to kind of accentuate in this particular movement is the footwork it takes to have an efficient and balanced turn. Now, it's something that a lot of people don't think about, but as an operator, we think about a lot of things and we take every little step in close quarters combat down to the greatest detail to get that efficiency of motion and that economy of movement down to a perfect science.
And so I want to also preface this that this guy's a former Navy SEAL, I'm presuming. it says how a Navy SEAL clears a room. So I'm presuming he's a former Navy SEAL. I was in the Royal Marines Commandos, right? Which is also, you know, it's a step up from regular infantry. It's definitely an elite soldier, but we're not special forces, right? So even though we did take a lot of tactics from special forces, we weren't going and thinking about every single footstep. We were like, you've got to clear that room as quick as you can, and you've got to move around that corner, and you've got to go into this area. Like, that was our priority. And for them to go into this much, you know, detail, have that much attention to detail is actually really impressive, to be honest with you.
It's pretty basic. You might think that it's just something that you don't think about, and essentially after you do it a bunch of times, you just don't think about it. But this is a dangerous point in the op where you can expose yourself to an uncleared sector.
Yeah.
You want to get over there as soon as possible while providing body armor coverage to the number 2 man who's going to come pushing right behind you. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, as you clear this corner, you're going to want to stay on balance as you clear the corner. And as you can see, I'm kind of shuffling out into the threat area, and I wasn't really on balance. The trick to the
one thing that we did get told is to stand more face on. Obviously, when you're shooting, usually you're kind of a little bit more sideways. If you're looking, like, naturally, when you're thinking about shooting, you're more side on. But when we're doing CQB, you're more face on because you've got your body plate right here. And the main part of where you're going to get shot, or at least the main part of where you're going to get most damage, is right in center mass. Obviously, if you get a headshot, then you're out, but whatever. But center of mass. And so having your plate square on is something that we always did. And we actually slung our weapons differently so that our weapons fell flat straight on our chest, and we were able to bring them up straight ahead of us. That was one thing that was drilled into us more during CQB than it was during any other time in training.
Economy of motion is thinking just a sliver of time before I step into that sector. Do I want to take a smaller step or a larger step to where when I turn the corner, I'll be on perfect balance to take a shot if I need to at a threat? So what does that look like? Now, I'm back here. I come up as a number 1 man. I see that my number 1 sector is clear. I haven't quite broken the corner yet, but I see that that's the way I want to go in this particular corner fed scenario. Now, instead of short stepping and then turning into the corner and not being able to clear this corner, I'm going to take that extra pause to step a little bit further out, and as I rotate the corner, I'm on perfect balance as I come in and address the threat. Now, from here, I can make movement. From here, I can make forward movement into the room, and I can slowly scan my sector and clear that corner.
Again, preface that with the fact that there will be people right behind you. So you obviously, like, you have like the long wall and the short wall and all this terminology that, you know, is a long time ago for me right now. But the person right behind you would be moving straight. Or as soon as you go around that corner, as soon as you enter danger zone, the second person's going to be in there. The third person will even get in there as quick as they can if they can. And it'll all be done incredibly quickly. And so the second person will be taking the exact route that you're not taking. And then the third person will be filling in the gap. And so there's a couple things that does. Obviously, it clears different areas of a room, right, which is really important. But it also, if there's enemies in that room, it confuses them and makes them not know where to look, especially if it's all done incredibly quickly. It makes people not really know who to look at and where to look at. And it's that tiny little split of a second that makes a massive difference, because if they hesitate, you've got them. That's all it takes. If they take a little bit of hesitation, oh, who am I shooting? Gone. That's it. Done. And so the effectiveness on your friends being right behind you on a stack is incredibly important.
Coming into a room off balance is just not something you want to do. You're exposing side plates to the uncleared sector. You want to get that economy of motion as quickly as possible into that sector. So in a live demonstration, I'll show you how it kind of works, and you'll see how on balance you need to be to take that shot.
It's going to be loud.
So I'm up here coming through the corner, not short stepping to where I pirouette into the corner, but I'm actively taking that longer step, engaging that threat.
Guess it is loud.
And finishing the sector. During that engagement, I was on target, perfectly balanced as I cleared that corner. Now, like I said, it's a basic movement, something you got to think about. But
you know what? He's made such a massive point there that I think goes over a lot of everyone's heads of the attention to detail. We always talk in CQB, it was always about movement and where you're going to go, when you're going to be there, how you're going to be there, direction in which you're facing. Like, there's always about movement when it comes to CQB. And for him to talk a lot about the efficiency of your turning angle and how you need to be in that position, looking in the dangerous area as quickly and as proficiently as possible is incredibly important. And I feel like a lot of people don't really acknowledge that, right? As much as what people expect.
you do not want to be off balance when you get into an uncleared corner. That's all I got for now, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the shirts, there's a link at the end. Stay violent.
Stay violent. Great video. I don't know why I've put this off for so long. I thought that was a solid video. I've been sending that video so many times. I should have watched it a long time ago because it is a really, really good video. Maybe I should watch some more of his videos. Tactical Rifleman. Let me go on his channel real quick. He's also 100k away from 1 million, so go and subscribe to his stuff if you haven't already. His videos look pretty cool. I should definitely, I should definitely check out some more of their videos. Yeah, there'll be a link in the description if you want to watch it without me waffling over the top of it. Go over there, give it a subscribe and all that good stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe right here because we are so close to 500,000 subscribers. We've got some great videos coming up. I've got a video coming up about how the US Army's changed from the Glock to the SIG. I've got a video on the history of snipers and stuff like that. Very excited. Very excited. So if you haven't already, subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.